want to create a couple videos in the next couple videos that I make where I follow a sequence on how to merge black holes, how to apply the universe as like a science that benefits you on the spot instantaneously. So what you'll be doing is merging a black hole as your identity to produce an ID. So the ID is an entity, but they try to like switch that backwards and forge you to your physical ID, which isn't your entity. Then they try to make you go run after another entity. You want to save your entity and singularity from this other future singularity. So you want to draw everything into your center. And I'm just going to do a silent segment there. I wrote this down, so I want to do like a silent segment to where you can read this set of ideas and then apply that in your own creative way, because everything's going to come out of the center of you, and you'll have control. That's what we're going for here. We're going for the fact that our identity might not be our government one, the one that they're taxing, the one that they're treating unfairly, and that we want to know, what is this other ID? And if we have to put it's kind of like the lights go out, and then you can lead the situation where you're putting logic against the irrationality, so that they'll be saying no or they'll agree with you. It's like, well, you don't want to force me into an unfair position and then just take advantage of me, right? So you're using an auspiciousness backwards there. So they would be like, no, nobody's trying to do that to you here. And if they have to be nobody to your ID, then they don't realize that they're still pursuing you. They're becoming nobody against your ID there. Because nobody should, there shouldn't be anybody, that should invade your space like that. So I've been working on something for a long time that I've been doing, and it's kind of like an applied science of the universe. This is just one part of it. And so I'm going to do some segments on that. If you guys appreciate it, if you like my video, if you find that it works for you in whatever variation you would want to use that, try to focus on, you're going to, apply this black hole, try this part, and then, let me know in the comments or whatever. So, I know it works. So I'd be eager to hear anybody's opinion or experience with that. Because, if you're being treated unfairly in like a police situation or a court lawyer situation, a government situation, you can apply it to the government. It's not an emotional thing. I just leave all my emotions away from that. You're just leading a situation and being in control. And there shouldn't be anything wrong with that. So, there's something called nothing around this black hole. So there's nothing wrong with that. If you have to talk backwards to them to sort of do like a mental jujitsu thing, then you can do that. You'll actually notice that the time itself would kind of shift, even with your breath, and the words, the exchange, which is a communication. So we're trying to merge this all into a communication tool, which, they already raped and robbed me for a lot of it out there in big science and tech, and they scribe it down into technology. But if you notice, they'll be scribing it down like forever. So it's kind of like you want to bring it into a center rather than go chase it, whatever they're scribing it down into like pebbles and shit. You don't want to just let somebody take advantage of you like that. So this is what I find it works. One of the things that I do that works. Because you don't always want to be the one. Sometimes you just want to be the zero and nothing. You just don't want to be bothered. You just want to be neutral, and that's all. That's why, to me, it's not really an emotional thing. But you can attach emotions and stuff like that to it. But I think this way is a lot easier because you get to take your time and it's almost like preparing a script or an act, you know? So you're filling a script, you're going to act your script, and you shouldn't have to be in Hollywood to have a privilege of exploring this different time zone of where there's a singularity and then there's a runoff, you know? So you want to be like your own center force. So let me know what you guys think and try it out. Also, read about black holes. That'll help you a bit. Reading about a black hole. You'll notice that things, just what I'm talking about here, actually ties into the language that they're printing you out in black holes. So you'll be able to tap into that language too, almost like a plug. But you don't have to tell everybody that part. You know, you just want to let certain things be. Because in science, they'll try to, oh, that belongs to us in psychology. Oh, this was a great psychology thing that obliterated game theory. It revolutionized systems and education. All right, so I'm going to make another video where it'll just be silent and go from there. All right, thanks.